Oh, how far we've fallen. Where are the other knights? We haven't fallen, we've ascended. I have ascended. So, what I'm doing is I'm on another one of my characters, so I can just, like, get to the Ivory King instantly. Because I've gotten to him a couple times, it's just, like, I've never had to fight him competitively, and it's been a while since I've seriously fought him. Let me try to remember how to free... Because I've opened all the doors. I don't know why they aren't there. Unless I have to, like, walk in. Your life suffocates, planting seeds of hate. My love turned to hate. Trap far beyond my fate. I give, you take. This life that I forsake. Been cheated of my youth. You turn the slider true. Or something like that. Had to clear my throat. Sorry, pillars. So let's try to remember where those knights are. I know where two of them are, but I need to know where the third... I mean, I know his general location. I'm just struggling on how to remember how to get there. So there's that. Somehow... up there only leads to Ava, and Soul Level 1 looking a bit different. Yeah, it's looking different because, I mean, I guess you weren't here yet, Lulu. But I'm trying to train on the Ivory King because I just want to get through the army, and then I want to see how well I can do against him. Bro, please don't whack me. Hey, back off. Okay. Yeah, anyways, I just want to get through the army quick enough and then be able to, like, learn how he fights. You get the Apilla Scott, the Waz. Grant your unk enough. I'm harvesting sorrow. I am harvesting sorrow. I'm harvesting all sorts of pain. Grant's never won. I don't think... Yeah, I'm not surprised. Grant has, like, pretty good taste. He's kind of based. He's, I'm not gonna say low-key. It just ain't funny. Get away from me, good sir. Oh, okay. Dude, I lost all my dodging skills. Holy cow. I want you guys to know on the Soul Level 1, like, I ran through all this perfectly. I need to walk in. Did it really just marking? Who was it again? Smack. Yeah. You have to ask Smack directly, I guess. I don't know. He'll probably give you, like, whenever I was smoking weed in my mom's basement, like, the show popped up and I fell in love with it then and there. Dark Star, you can't lose what you have, what you don't have. I feel like that's an insult, but I forget what I said I did have. These guys just nicely just go to the left of them. Hee hee. No, you think you're so funny, buddy, don't you? You understand the appeal? It's eldritch knowledge. You might go insane. Cool. I love this DLC, mostly because whenever you're going through it, you feel like you're actually going through a castle or like a old city that was inhabited, you know? Like it feels alive. just frozen over. Hell frozen over. It's like a call of Cthulhu. You've seen too much. Wait, what? Because right now, from all I've seen, this seems like the most garbage you've ever witnessed. You hate this DLC? Probably because that's not a good reason. I'm sorry, buddy, that... I don't know what to even say to that. Actually, no, not in DS2. Enemy placement. You can... I disagree with that. You can run through this whole area and be fine, or you can draw them out one by one. Depends on what you want to do. The enemies are too tanky. Should have gone bonk for the win. Stupid head. But yeah, the hedgehog is hard. Those guys are annoying. I won't deny. Would it be this way? No, it's not this way. Frigid Outskirts, yeah, that one sucks. But I'm talking about Elam Loyce. I'm not talking about the Frigid Outskirts. Also, there's a way to completely do that without having the reindeer spawn in. So the run back becomes not as bad, but I mean, it was like figured out a year ago, a viable way. Further on, that leads to that. This loops back to the bonfire. Pastor Muppets, yeah, Pastor Muppets is peak. These bosses in the DLC. I still think it's a peak DLC. Take away Frigid Outskirts from the equation, and you're just like left with peak. Complete peak. I don't remember how to activate that. I don't remember a lot of stuff, even though I got these nights a few days ago. I know how to get that, but I don't really want to go to Frigid Outskirts. That leads to nothing useful for me, at least. Oh, straight ahead, that's what it is. It's this thing. Forlorn. The enemy is the same reused soldier movement. Move set. Which enemy? These guys, like, with what soldier? Because they do have some new stuff going on. There's, like, different types, and there's also those big, clunkier guys. I mean... I have enough stamina, so I should be able to roll off of this one. And even if I do get hit by him... You know, up until, like, Bloodborne, I would say, is when the enemies actually start to change up. Let's get this shortcut. There's the dudes with the same as sunken big ones with the same as spear hollows. Also, are ice dogs necessary? Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, fire dogs in DS1. Why not have ice dogs in DS2? And then have teleporting dogs in DS3. The castle inside looks... That's just a bad take. Only the outside looks... No, that is a horrible take. Like, some of the others, you had points to them. But like critiquing how this DLC is laid out, it's just like no. You meant inside? Like inside these buildings, you know, inside the castle, inside the cathedral. That's I don't know. That's just I don't get what you're saying there. Like the others, I get, you know, the inside rooms. And you're saying they're too flat for your liking? You see the sky, it looks great. Yeah, the whole area looks cool. You're saying rooms like these are too flat for your liking, like too bland or too flat? It's more of a mosquito spawning near infinity and a swamp type of guy. He kind of is. If you don't, it's just the same repeat texture of walls with no furniture. It doesn't really need furniture. There's like, plus there's like barrels here and there. If you think, wait, where is, this is the shortcut, that's right. I don't know, I just don't see the appeal of that criticism. But I mean, you're saying like there's not enough like side stuff in this, right? There shouldn't be a side thing right there, obviously. We move on. Also, these rooms, why even would there be furniture if you look at some of this? Like, these aren't living arrangements. They're not like an Orlando, you know? An Orlando makes sense to have furniture. Some of the other places make sense, so that's right. But a place like this, it having furniture, I don't know, it's just doesn't really make sense. You go through. Sure, you could put something against that wall just for the sake of having, oh, let's have it look different. These barrels, I'll actually glaze these barrels. The reason I'll glaze these barrels is because of the invader. That's why, that's one of my favorite parts. I think this game has some of the, or this tower, or I mean this DLC, has some of the like coolest invaders. You have a guy that acts really friendly, and you have one that's like an actual barrel. He's using the thing, you know. Hey, there's grass. What up, grass? At least the mosquito fills his face. What are we yapping about now? They're ramparts. Yeah, it's like a fortress, you know? I don't want to really deal with that guy. IDK, you get his point because whenever Lulu has a bit of an opinion, you instantly side with it. Especially about DS2 or DS3 for that matter. Bonjour, monsieur. These aren't living spaces though, that's like the thing. Also, most of this was frozen over, you know? You don't think like this stuff maybe would have gotten blasted away. Where is the thing? It's up here, right? There should be more furniture to make it feel more like, or no, I already read that. Okay, he'll follow me up here. Does not need to be chairs and stuff. How do they see at night? Dog, no way you just asked me how do they see at night. Does an Orlando even have like a light source other than like the illusion? Or maybe an Orlando doesn't need a sort of like light source because of how used they were to the thing. We're just gonna jump off. No, Kavak, I gotta train on Ivory King, but I have to set myself up. They have windows at least in another London. Dog, there's straight up some windows here and there. Here. DS2 has torches. You were talking about this place in Orlando has windows with constant sunlight and chandeliers. That's true, it does have chandeliers. But I mean, whenever it's nighttime, like whenever you take away the sun, I mean, they do have chandeliers. That's pretty cool. The DS2 fans, I don't know, dude. You sound a bit redundant, and I don't know. I don't think you're really winning the points you're trying. Hey, dude, check this out. What is that? That's a torch. Crazy. Yeah, if you're going to practice, don't you need to be fighting the boss? Yeah, I do need to be fighting the boss, but I don't want to be in DS1, on Soul Level 1. Soul Level 1, taking all the, look, there's more windows. Taking all the, knights, fighting for however long, just to, get wrecked by Ivory King, So I'll do this, hopefully be able to kill these knights quicker, and then I'll be able to, learn how Ivory King works. You said castle. Alright, I see what you mean in that point. Since now that I have more health, I'm fighting, greedy. Okay. I wish I had a bonk, but I don't have a bonk. I realized something, that there can only be a max of 5 people for their nights. Yeah, I'll use the same weapon. I have the rapier here for the Ivory King. I just don't want to get the Great Club. I might already have the Great Club. Basically, I don't really need practice on the part before, but I do have the rapier set up. Dude, I need to start walking in. It's just I wanna get to the Ivory King, This is not a great start. I can't believe. Alrighty, let me actually focus. Never seen Lulu complain about the lack of light and sources in Sims. DS2 haters, I tell you. Imagine playing well, couldn't be Darkstar. Dang, Kavak. Imagine shutting your mouth. Now, quit imagining that and actually do it. No, I'm kidding. Sin has a... Dog, we're talking about inside the fortress, inside. Dang it, you gotta go, no way. You're just getting distracted by something. Played this game twice, your hate facts. Well, they're not really a good hate point, The cathedral's fine because it's the only place in the DLC with attention to detail. And the start of the DLC as well, village part. Dude, my bad for going for 2 hits there. Yeah, I wish I had the club. That would at least get me through this. Dog, I hate these pyromancers. I really do. Because they're just like so stupidly OP whenever you're fighting on soul level 1. I mean, everything is, but I mean, if they're slightly there, then you can't attack, you know? Look, that guy throwing his stuff back there. That move is actually like insanely OP. Dude, I cannot parry. Oh, I'm dead probably. Crazy how like them stopping him, breaking his poise messed me up, because that was, I know full well that was to be a parry. Anyways, kill like this guy, no? Bro. Man, I wish I had a bonk, because like I'm afraid of that one move. Whenever they do. Dude, how solid is your shield? That move that he was about to do. Anyways, I know chat is saying something, but I'm kind of locked in. So most of the... Dude, there's no sunlight in Sins. There's like 0 sunlight in there. Places inhabited which don't need sunlight to see. But they're reptilians. They need to have like the sun on them since they're cold-blooded. Giants who do need sunlight hour at the... Dude, they can't even see. They don't need a thing, actually. I kind of want just to kill off the other guy. Back. Man, I wish I didn't have as much ADP as I did. Hey, go ahead and kill him off. You know, let me see. Hellbreaker has boom. So, after his like long thing, he can follow up with that one. Do that again. Dog, how are you already buffing? Why is this knight like low-key gaming? Whenever like he's for me, he's like just not. He stands there and he gets killed in like 3 hits. Alright, that's safe to punish. Oh. So we can roll right. That definitely looked safe to punish. I didn't think that would reach. That move's gonna be hard to deal with whenever it's... Yeah, that's right, you go back because it kinda has that weird thing to it. So we can dodge his... my left on like wherever he jumps and thrusts. So that's viable. Dodging back, I think, is the best option. But Let's see. Doesn't he have like 2 where jump up moves? Dang, I should dodge back. Yeah, there is that one. Alright, we can just roll forward. I wonder if I can roll forward on his other one. That's purely like need to have a better reaction time. Dang. Look. Boom. Alright, that is safe to punish, I believe. That one you can definitely hit him during. So, boom. Kind of like a back left on that one. No, I could probably just walk around him. I think we could have had a tech. You know what? That's good for you. Why don't you go play Tekken? Nah, this is not the run. This is me practicing Mark. Also, if you guys have been saying anything else, the PlayStation chat started working. You're stuck at your dad's. Whose fault is alrighty? So whenever he does that, we can also go left. Because with Ava, I thought it was like a matchup, but it turns out on like whenever she did her jumping thing, you can just go back. And I wanted to make sure whenever he does his jumping thing, if there's like 2 different animate, like 2, if I have to roll a certain way, that one's a back one. Oh, meant to roll left, I did not. This one you obviously move away from. You can probably buff. Yeah, you can definitely buff during that time. Oh, I tried to dodge forward again. Punishable, probably. Oh, massive delay. Massive. I need to delay my roll a little, because in like regular game I'm not gonna have this much ADP. Boom. Hang on, I'm trying to read chat and he won't let me. Boom, you have this punishable. Alright, you can do that one, but I think doing that is punishable, yeah. So any of his running attack up, like whenever he runs. Oh dear, I meant to dodge. His, like, you can attack on it safely. Alright, I'll probably die here. That's fine though. Oh, I don't, like I think my problem is, like I'm meaning to roll, I'm just holding the button. I don't know why though. Alright, that was just bad. Alright, I have a bit of a better understanding of him. Probably not enough to do it, but eh. Alright, let's read back. The Giants need sunlight. Is that an Vitamin video? By the way, that's why the border soldiers are only on the roof so they can see stuff. I think we could have had. Instead, I'm here demolishing the arguments. I don't think so, Lulu. I think you're the person, the only one who thinks that you're demolishing it, and IDK is just being a reflection of your opinion. Castle is void of furniture, and that it's not making any sense. In the point. I didn't try to drag your DS1 into this. I really didn't even try to drag your DS1 into it. I just brought up some like questions about it. You'll find 200 reasons why each one is well placed as it is. One more Grant and you're using the little wrench powers. Don't take it out on Grant. Who've been studying DS1 apparently. IDK is my favorite DS1 game, so yeah. Or Dark Souls game, fair. Like DS2 fans would be like, oh yeah, I like the game because, bruh. Power stance going, that's all I do. Did you just say is power stance moveset in DS3? Is it actually in it? Because if it is, that would be pretty cool to know. I would probably try to do that at some point. It is. Hey, that's pretty cool. That's actually really cool. Oh, okay, get out of here. No. Dedicated weapons. Dedicated weapons. Like, what do you mean? Like if I were to have 2 rapiers, could I power stance them? 2 rapiers right here. And it's DS3. Could I power stance that? I'm not talking about like the dual band, like no. I couldn't power, dude. No, come on, dude. That's a dedicated weapon. No. That's just not as fun, you know? With this game, look, if you customize enough, you can have an ice rapier, and then you can have Richard's 1 rapier, and he can do his, like, where he does 3 thrusts, but for the same stamina. It is not the same. That is nowhere near the same. That is, like, not even completely the same. Yeah, Elden Ring learned from that. I don't know why. Look, DS3, if it makes like the certain weapons, like what is the really famous one that the speedrunners use? Like whatever, that's cool. But I think you should be able to power stance other like things on their own. Darkstar will never stand for not having. Yeah, I can't stand for that. Grant can never be banned. So I would agree that this is the best power stance system is better. That's about all you get though. That's all DS2 has. Like that's the only thing. Okay. What about the bonfire aesthetics? That was pretty cool. What about the game in general? As well as some of the features seen here are definitely seen later in Elden Ring. Anyways, I think we're gonna try it on the soul level one. I mean, I guess if it floats your boat to hate on DS2, then I'm not gonna take that away from you. If you want to hate on DS2, go ahead and like enjoy hating on it. Well, I mean, to act like it, like all the other games have something, like everything else is completely better than that. I mean, that's a bit of a. Oh, so I'm just trying to hype yourself for the eventual run of DS2 or Kavak. I don't know why you said that. Said you do a DS2 run. I mean, it'll be over quickly. But I mean, doing a DS2 run with Kavak is just like, you're gonna be running the most like OP builds and whatnot. You'll be doing this stuff, and then boom. And, you know, it's just like straightforward. So you can't do it. Escape, run away. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying back out of it, because then I remember last night you saying exactly you would do it if you played DS3. So I'm not gonna say no, don't do it because you don't want to. I mean, you already made that promise, so you should be ready to adhere to the consequences, whether positive or negative, of that promise. Bonk. Sometimes this goes really well, sometimes it doesn't. But the pyromancer, he kind of keeps me in check, you know? Oh, I forgot about the others spawning this quick. Yeah, this one is not going well. I don't even think we've killed one. Yeah, we're still on round 1 because none of the gates have been sealed. However, there's only 5 right here. So if this guy can come up, dodge that, and then... Oh, dude, how did that one not knock you down? That's sometimes really annoying. Like, they'll shield or do something and then boom, like they won't go down. And if they don't go down, then I'm basically punished for it. Because I tried to like get to. Usually I never even use this much Estus because usually I don't get hit or I die instantly. Oh. I should actually get out of here. This is a bad area. I don't like it. Get on that side. I don't know if I mean, I guess we killed a few. Oh, I should have delayed. Look, that flame guy can throw so far. If this guy could... That's what's annoying, is like they'll walk up with their shield like that, and then they'll wait for the other guys to catch up, and then that's when they are like, alright, let's attack. Get these guys. Nice. See, I can't go in because that flame lingers, you know? Oh, that was dumb of me. Yeah, lingering hitbox, because I guess it's the chaos pyromancy, right? And something. It's a very painful one. We've gotten hit a lot, but we're not doing entirely too bad. That's unlucky from the back away. To be back in the corner with 2 pyromancers, kind of like keeping me in check. Did they already kill the other knight? Wow. Yeah, this run's been going horrible if the other guy's already dead. Now look, 4v1. Whenever I get to the Ivory King, there's not really going to be the greatest advantage for me. No, wrong one. Completely wrong one. That might have just cost me the run, because now I'm in a very bad position. I still have to repair this, I need to heal. Hey, at least my thing's yellow. Cool, right? Oh, that's why. I'm not doing hardly any damage because guess what? I don't have the strength ring on. And I didn't even notice it this whole time. Oh, major. Okay, that was lucky. Heal up. Run this way. This run's going very bad. But if I stay not greedy, then I might be able to... But that's the thing that... Bro, I thought he was going to keep on running towards me. The Ivory King will probably put me in my place. You know? If I can just get these guys to not do that. I love how like chat will only pop up whenever like I need to see what item to use. That's like the only time. Also, I would read chat, but I mean, you know, sometimes PlayStation doesn't work. Lords of the Fallen, you've only heard bad things about. Oh, that's right, Mark. You got that game and you wanted to play it with Mike. I should get in there and be aggressive, but I'm afraid of one of them just. Anytime I go, look, the other one's about to do it. That is crazy. That both of them said, guess what? This guy wants to get in here. No, we're gonna do that move. That's the move we're gonna do. And they're gonna do it right after each other. That's insanely annoying. Yeah, surely this won't break if I get another hit. Having them down is just nice. That's that killable %. Holy cow, what weapon am I even on? Oh, I didn't want to use that big kill stone. I can't even see. Oh no, that was the right one. Nice dodge. Look, he's gonna kill me here. What am I even doing taking this long? I'm using, like, when I say this never happens, I promise you that never happens. I genuinely don't know what that was. Other than peek. Alright, let's take that off. Yeah, he's about to fold me. This... I already see him, Mark. You got this eventually, Dark Star. I don't know. I'm proud that I at least got this. Oh, is Grass streaming right now? Dang, I will probably stream something. You know, he didn't even mention that in my stream. I think he said like 3 things and then he left. Punishable? Kind of? Possibly? This is. Watch out for that delay. Holy cow, we don't really do a lot of damage. Alrighty, there's a third one. This is where it all goes like really whack back. You think we'll be able to heal? We got really lucky there, but I don't know. I didn't delay enough. Crazy. That run low-key made me feel bad. Alright, let me read up. Dark Star's right, it'll be OP. Well, Mark, just know that whenever it happens, you'll magically disappear from the chat where it goes. I understand to make up for it. I'm not watching 6 go up play through DS2. Not that you watching me. Or not that you were watching anyone. What should I do for penance or the Tekken? No. I would not say to play Tekken, Mark. I know you're not here, but the reason why is just because like you wouldn't go through with it and it'd be a waste of money, you know? Is there another game aside from that right now I can play with you? That's kind of be done for force you all day. I'm in a dedicated game, not just an occasional stream where you show up. I don't feel forced. I would hunger for Tekken streams. Tekken. Alright, know that I'll just be as bad as not worse at other games. But Tekken needs a tiny bit of dedication to the game along with the price of not being so kind. We're there to help obviously along with Darkstar 90k, which I've already helped with the game, so you're in. Already nice. So there are streams I need to dedicate myself to. I need to do Lords of the Fallen with Mike. Tekken Lulu and DS2 Kavak, Lords of the Fallen. You don't know a thing about it, but Mike enjoys it. Yeah, he has some pretty good invasion builds. I just like the remake or whatever. I know there's an awful Lords of the Fallen. In case that should be a little bit more fun than whatever those streams with Kavak would be. Already I'm off to say grass, already see you. You got this eventually, Darkstar. I died. You believed I would die. Ali, I don't know what that means, I'm afraid. What is grass streaming? Let me see. What is le grass streaming? That was pretty bad, wasn't it? That whole thing. Dark Souls Remastered. DS1 speedruns. He'll probably stream for a while, so I'll go a bit more at this. Hopefully, I'll actually use the right ring. But this whole first phase is like completely patience, and whenever it gets to the Ivory King, it's a matter of not blowing it. But I don't felt like I really did a lot of damage. How much health does the Ivory King even have? Let me see that real quick. He has 8,000 health. His weakness is obviously lightning. 8,000. And I don't remember how much damage I was doing. Dang, it also dropped in my room, like the temperature. Well, at least I made it to Ivory King. Props to me, I suppose, for... Dude, I was about to say, where's the other knight? But he was just chilling back there. I was scared that, like, I somehow lost him. Because he is pretty useful whenever he makes it to Ivory King, because it's like, you're guaranteed to get at least some free damage. Either through the knight himself, or Ivory King will be targeting the knight, and then he can kind of just do your thing. Oh, no. That was not chill. Let's low-key be greedy and get a Loiso. Oh, you had to do that move, and I had to run into it. No. I had to position myself against... Look, I'm dead. I had to position myself against the wall so that whenever he did it, I would not have... Dude, why am I getting hit so much? Like I've hit this first phase before, you know? We should be able to get both of them. Now look, this is where it's like annoying because someone else will come along and then like, and no more juggling them. Really? You guys are like deciding to cast that spell at the perfect time. The perfect time being whenever I'm low on stamina and whenever I'm right next to you and I'm against the wall. Dog, how did that fireball travel that far? Like, I saw it coming, but I was like, surely that's not going to travel that far and hit me. I was wrong. It traveled that far, and I don't know how I honestly didn't die. Life, it seems, will fade away, drifting further every day. Oh, you know what concert I was listening to earlier? I've heard some of it before, but never completely. It's from their Load era, but before Reload. And one of the songs they open up with is actually from Reload. And they do... I'm afraid to get in there yet. There we go. How did that... Like, he just stood there. You know, Lulu, he wasn't even bringing up good points. If he wanted to bring out a good point, it's the fact that sometimes an enemy will be attacking, but they'll be shielding, and they won't get punished for it, even though the move they're, like, shielding with shouldn't be able to both be shield and attack with. Yeah, they played a shorter Master of Puppets. Yeah. But the concert was cunning stunts. I haven't gotten to the master part yet, but I did get through the kill and ride melody. Oh no, I need to buff like that whole section. That was pretty cool seeing. Like where they play different parts of the songs. I feel like that'd be kind of cool if they brought that back to an extent. Oh, that's right, that has that follow-up. Did I really get punished for that? Maybe when my HP takes like a couple years to regenerate. Man, that annoys me that... Oh dear, he killed him. $290. Hey, that's not bad. Oh, you idiot. I was thinking dodge back. Dodge back. I mean, you can dodge forward. But it's also like a matter of, dodging back is just easier. It's more practical. Hey, I made it to Ivory King twice in a row. That's pretty good. Yeah, you idiot. That is pretty dumb. I'm gonna have to train more on him, and I'll probably do more of this in my own time. I feel like ending this stream, though, and go to watch grass, because the next attempt, it's gonna take forever, you know? It's not like a boss like Ava or Few Night where you just throw yourself out a couple more attempts now. It's like you gotta kill all these guys. And I kind of want to end stream off of a positive note. I'll take it as a positive, because that's twice I got to him in a row. And I at least got him to where he buffed. So that's pretty solid. Improvements are made. That's what I learned. In order to like keep yourself up, you gotta focus on what you've improved. Not to say don't focus on what you haven't done wrong. Focus on that too, but keep them in a healthy balance. Anywho, thanks Tom, thanks Grant, thanks Lulu, thanks Mark, thanks IDK, thanks Grass, thanks whoever else came by. Also, Grant, keep up these lyric things. I really do enjoy that. Because it's like, dang, I gotta remember this song. I know I just gotta remember it so I can show that I'm a true fan. Anywho, I'll see you guys in Grass's stream.